blind anybody, I reckon. But yeah, it wouldn't. I mean, imagine having to sit through that for the next 8 hours, Matt. God, I think I would have done me nuts.
Some refund after that if you missed a portion of WrestleMania. That's a portion of your ticket price. So obviously not well thought out with the set there. But at least they turned it off.
Yeah, thankfully, I think they would have had some major problems there. So I'm going to give this match 3.5 stars for me. Nothing too incredible, but I did feel like at least it got the time. 16 minutes, I felt like it was given a decent time. So 3.5 for me. What about you, Matt?
I'm right with you there. 3.5. Better than average, but nowhere near where both of these two superstars should be producing at WrestleMania.
Yeah, absolutely. Agree with you there. And next up we have a tag team fiasco going on now. It's a 4-way, and it's got the Usos, the Bar, of course the call-ups from NXT, Ricochet and Tyler Black. Very odd combination, I must say. And another odd combination here, Matt. I mean, oh dear, Rusev and Nakamura. I mean, honestly, Matt, when I saw Nakamura come out, I was like, how has this guy got the sort of, I don't know, the enthusiasm still to be doing what he's doing coming out? I mean, considering the spot he's now in, and given where he was on the card last year, Matt, I mean, what a 12 months that's been. Talk about, absolutely lost in limbo. Just a quick note before we talk about this match, Matt, on Nakamura, because we did have a lot of emails about this, and just people were thinking, God, was that only last year? And yes, it was. I suppose even worse than that is Oscar, but Nakamura, Matt, I mean, it is. Do you think this is it for him now? Do you think he's off soon, or is he going to be one of these guys that just sits with the money and stays as a character?
It's a difficult call there. It's obvious that he isn't destined for great things within the WWE.
Nah.
And although he is a legend in New Japan, even that is constantly evolving. People come in and take spaces back, and they seem to be focused on a new breed of talent. Will he have a place if he goes back there? That's also uncertain. So AEW, also a question mark there. It's very difficult. I feel like whatever avenue he takes, he'll be at least as successful as he is now, surely. So, he can't really have a wrong option.
I can't. Yeah, I just, to me, I have no faith in the WWE system when you get a guy like Nakamura in the company and you can't get him over. I just cannot believe the job they've done. He was so fresh when he came in. The strong style's completely gone now. I mean, forget it. He's the artist. What he's wearing is ridiculous. Absolutely hate that damn thing he wears now. And just so bad for him at the moment. I feel like he was talking about other places to go. I tell you, if I was advising him, if AEW were paying the kind of money that has been told by Jericho, I'd get over there, because I think it'd be a coup for them as well, because if he's not been a WWE champion, they can kind of be the first ones to do that with him in America and make him a star in America properly as a main event guy, and kind of give him a bit of free range with his style, because the style we love him for, Matt, I loved him for. I mean, I rated this guy on one of our podcasts once as my favourite wrestler of the year. I mean, he was head and shoulders above everybody in New Japan. And I mean, that is, it's like looking at a different wrestler. I mean, he is just not the same anymore, which is just, it's just shocking. But yeah, I'd say do that, or if worse comes to the worst, I'm sure, although New Japan is evolving, as Matt said, they have lost a few stars, and he'd definitely be a big attraction to go back, especially with the exposure now of the American fans as well, even more so. Yeah, I think there are options there for him. I hope he doesn't just kind of bail out like a lot of these guys and just sort of poke up with everything. And I do see this guy as a top talent draw still. So anyway, Matt, back to the match in hand. It's a 4-way. What did you make of this, and what did you make of seeing Ricochet and Tyler Black there coming out with their entrances and all that stuff? This match, Matt, was going to be hard really for for people to get into. But for me, it didn't do a bad job in the end. But it's just one of those matches, Matt. I just question: did we really need it? But it's there. What did you think of it?
Yeah, it was a bit of a strange position for it, and the multi-man thing is just never great at WrestleMania. And speaking of Ricochet and Aleister Black, they must have passed some sort of record. Didn't they have like 3 title matches in the same week? You know, they went for the Raw tag team titles on Raw. They had the NXT tag team titles at Takeover, and then they had the SmackDown ones here at WrestleMania, and they lost every single time. It's not a great debut kind of like call up for them here, where every time they're wrestling, they're just like failing to achieve what everyone expects of them. I do kind of feel that's just another showing sign that they just don't have any room for new talents like these guys. I mean, these are incredible talents. You know, these guys are great wrestlers. But it just goes to show when they have to lump them together as a tag team, because there's just nowhere else that they can find a slot for them. I don't expect this tag team to last, really. If it was, you know, perhaps they would have won one of these multiple tag team opportunities ahead. And if you can't win the Raw tag team titles, then where are you? Yeah,
exactly. A few people in the SoundCloud chat room saying I was saying Tyler Black. Sorry, I do apologise. Aleister Black. It's been a long 24 hours, people, for me. I do apologise. I would have much preferred if they just unified the title belts and had, I don't know, Usos and Revival, you know, in a tag match. I mean, it would have been better. And I honestly, I think there's not enough room for 2 at the moment. I would have just one tag team belt and go between both brands. I mean, let's be honest, everyone's going between brands anyway, so who cares? I don't think that's going to last that long anyway, in my opinion, especially when WWE goes on Fox. I think that's going to become even less of a worry. So anyway, this match just over 10 minutes. Like I say, not too bad. A lot of people were surprised because I think people were all expecting Ricochet and Aleister Black to win. But for me, I kind of only thought Usos were going to win this one. What about you, Matt? What did you overall think of the outcome, and what do you rate the match?
For me, the match felt quite short. I don't really feel like everyone had their time to shine during this. I feel like even Ricochet and Aleister Black didn't shine as bright as they could have. So for me, I'm going to give it 2 stars. I mean, it's really forgettable for me on the WrestleMania card. I look at all the matches that are on there, and I can easily forget this one. I give this 2.5 for me. Just too short, and really kind of, I don't know where it should have been on now, unfortunately. I'm not saying the belt shouldn't be defended on the card, that's not what I'm saying, but just a multi-person match is just doesn't do it for me, especially in tag team. It makes absolutely no sense sometimes, but anyway, the logic in that is gone now. Next up, Matt, we get the 2019 WWE Hall of Fame inductees come out, and I've got in my notes DX sort of took it over when they came out and made the most of their induction, didn't they, Matt? I think that's Triple H's input there, obviously. But yeah, you see everybody coming out. Obviously, we will discuss the Hall of Fame at the end of the show, but good to see everybody out there, I suppose. DX, Matt, one last time doing their usual stick, I suppose, and you know, doing what they do best, I guess. Triple H was playing a lot of different hats on one night here, wasn't he? He was almost playing the DX Triple H, the guy, then the CEO of the company, Triple H, and plus Triple H from Evolution. It was a very confusing time. And at one point, even from Mad Max, but there you go. It seems like that's his character these days. Him and Stephanie play multi-characters in one night, it seems, but there you go. On that one. Next up, Matt, talking about WrestleMania and Mr. WrestleMania, as we now call him, Shane McMahon, Matt, up against The Miz in a Falls Count Anywhere match. I was saying the word falls there, but certainly that word falls, Matt, I mean, there was something in that, I'm sure. When they announced this, it's almost like I want to call him, what was that film, Quentin Tarantino, Stuntman Mike,
was in it. Death Proof. This is stuntman Shane. This is this guy now. I totally agree with Rusev, by the way. He called this one out, and I knew something was going to happen here with this one, Matt, but I don't know. Was you into this, Matt, by the time we got here? Was you feeling this, and was you emotionally invested in this whole business with the Miz's dad? And of course he got involved in this as well. I mean, I don't know what the hell was going on there when he got in, but god dear. Yeah, I mean, at one time, you know, when that happened with his dad, and he kind of pushed his dad down and was kicking him, and Miz got in, it looked like, oh, you know, Miz really wants to kick the crap out of him. That was the only time during the match I thought, yeah, I was really getting behind him. But other than that, I was like, it seemed like one setup after another. It was like, let's get over here to do that, let's get to this bit to do this. It was like the computer game. You have to stand next to something and wait for the triangle button to show, and then you press it and it activates. So yeah, it was very much stunt-like in all of this, and well, we'll get to the ending. But what did you make of the match, and did you feel it, Matt, at any time going into this one?
Another one that came quite early on.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the placement said it all about it. I don't think that anyone was expected to think it was going to be a top quality match. Of course, the gimmick is always going to help it. You can sort of work a little bit more around that. I mean, I'm glad that The Miz now is a face character, and he's an incredibly likeable guy, so I'm glad that the fans get to run with that now. It's not like we're supposed to be against him. We can all pull for The Miz, which is what people should be doing, because, incredibly hard worker. I'm glad he got his WrestleMania moment, albeit with Shane McMahon, who consistently makes appearances at WrestleMania now that no one asks him to actually participate in. But yeah, The Miz's dad getting involved, a bit too cliche, a bit too predictable, and he went down like a sack of potatoes, and Shane McMahon called him Mr. Potato Head or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, of course, like you said, it did seem very rushed. It seemed like, yeah, get into the crowd, get to this point, get there. I mean, I noticed those cameras looked very expensive. I was like, well, surely they're not going to whack someone one of those. That looks like a few thousand right there in one shot.
Vince comes out, son of a...
Nobody touched them, they remained intact. I mean, of course, the big build-up to the end of the match, it did look like they landed on a giant crash mat. I mean, I remember I looked at them lying there, I could see foam. I'm like, are we supposed to believe that this was dangerous in any way? They just landed on the biggest pillow going,
Yeah.
It did kind of, they didn't do a good job of dressing that up and making it look more dangerous than it was. To be fair though to Shane McMahon, for once, he didn't over exaggerate himself. He didn't make himself look like Superman. He was taking a beating, he was giving it up to The Miz, and the way that they decided that Shane McMahon would win the match inevitably was a little bit smarter than normal, because at least it wasn't by his own hand. He did get a little bit lucky in that sense.
Yeah, it was done better for him, a wrestler against a non-wrestler. But, man, still... the funny thing was, again, this bloody announcing that was going on, but one of them said, oh, what's his dad doing there? He's got no right to be there. I was thinking, blimey, that's what I think about Shane. Talk about his dad going in. I mean, it's as good as, I think. But, yeah, it was okay. I mean... A heel Shane McMahon certainly is better for me, because at least he's not going to be, to have to cheer him against AJ Styles is unbelievable. But at least here, there is something, where he can play the heel better. And the ending, it was done smartly. But like Matt said, the dressing up of that ending, not the best, really not that great. And Shane is definitely a daring guy. We've seen him do ridiculously crazy stuff. I'm not discounting that, but I think of all the ones I've seen, this one was very a safe bet, let's put it that way, for this one. And it took a lot of doing, no doubt about it, but I think of all the ones we've seen, I would say this is probably one of the more lighter ones he's done. And yeah, he goes over a match that went just over 15 minutes. I mean, Falls Count Anywhere matches, we don't get lots of these. I always question what the difference is in some of these against others, but I'm glad they put